Hi, this is Catherine. As I outlined in my blog, your reputation can do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, especially when you're an internal applicant. And your reputation sits on two key foundations, and those two key foundations are trust, so the degree that people trust you, and how consistent you are. So when it comes to trust, in essence, what people are doing as they decide the level of trust that they extend to you, they are determining how much do you care, and specifically care about them, and also how competent are you. And it is their answer to these two key questions, how much do you care and how competent are you, that determine the level of trust that gets put into your reputation. So when it comes to care as an element of trust, then what people are looking at, they're looking at the level of empathy that you have, and also the degree of vulnerability or transparency that you bring to relationships. And that people are determining how much you care as a first question. Before they are at all interested in how competent you are, they want to know how much do you care. So care has these two components of empathy and transparency. So then the second question that people ask themselves before they extend trust is, how competent are you? Now, a lot of the time in selections, people try and lead with competence, but competence is a second question. So competence is made up of the level of expertise that you have, but it's also made up of the level of commitment that you put in. So in summary, the trust comes from care first and then competence, and care is about the level of empathy you show and the transparency that you bring to what it is that you do. And then secondly, trust is made up of your level of competence. And as a primary factor in competence, it is the level of commitment that you bring, and then the level of expertise that you have. So to elevate your reputation, one of the first areas to work on is the level of trust that people extend to you. But all of that has to go alongside of you consistently showing up. Because if you don't show up consistently, then all the work that you may have done in building trust just disappears. So if your reputation is something that you have concerns about going into a selection, then what you need to do is you need to build your reputation well and truly ahead of any selection. And if your reputation is damaged, then it is actually not enough to just show up and do what is necessary. What you need to do is you need to show up 10% more. So, for instance, if you have a reputation of always being late, then it is not enough for you to then start showing up on time. If you want to overcome that reputation of always being late, then you actually have to show up 10 minutes early. And you need to do that again and again and again and again. So, look, really, your reputation is a secret weapon when it comes to selections, especially if you are an internal candidate. So make sure you do the work well ahead of a selection to ensure that your reputation is supporting you. So, as always, wishing you a flourishing career. Bye for now.